Hello all, and happy fall! Another week of lots of excitement in our world of cyber defense. The biggest news is that somehow Apple lost versions 19 through 25 of their operating system, going right to version 26. And several firewall vendors have had a bad week with vulnerabilities, 0 days, and a data breach. There were also some nice wins by Cloudflare, Google, Microsoft, and the US government. This email and video commentary is from the RedDotSecurity.news website, which contains a plethora of links to other items that aren't mentioned here and are worth skimming to see if they interest you or pertain to your particular environment or those you support. There's a lot more than what's provided in these opening comments. So, on to the headline news. Apple made the news several times this week. The first is that they backported the fix for their actively exploited 0-day image processing defect to many older devices. This applies to their operating system 15.8.5 and 16.7.12. Apple iOS 26 was unleashed onto the public. It offers multiple security fixes for defects and improved security via a new memory integrity enforcement process. And Apple's newest devices, such as the iPhone 17, will also receive something named Enhanced Memory Tagging Extension. Now, not everyone is happy with this new operating system version, so make sure you read the reviews prior to upgrading because downgrades are not easy. Chaos Mesh has 4 critical defects in Controller Manager, named Chaotic Deputy, which enabled attackers to achieve remote code execution, potentially resulting in takeover of the Kubernetes cluster. Patch to the latest version as soon as possible. GreenShot is a stalwart screen capture utility that is loved by millions. Recently, it received an updated version, and it seems that someone immediately broke it, finding a defect which can enable malware to run in the context of the GreenShot process. Upgrade to the latest version to plug this hole. Go Anywhere is a file transfer utility by Fortran that has been discovered to have a deserialization vulnerability which could result in command injection. The fix is to update to the latest version. Google Chrome V8 engine required another trip to the mechanic. A critical vulnerability was found which should be patched immediately since it's already under active exploitation. And since they share the underlying code base, watch for updates in other Chromium-based browsers which should be coming soon. SonicWall apparently had a brick or two missing in their cloud backups wall. An unnamed threat actor managed to exfiltrate firewall configurations, including secrets and credentials. And while the threat actor apparently didn't make away with every configuration stored in the cloud, it is quite extensive. SonicWall, which is still investigating, has been contacting customers that they know were affected. Meanwhile, the affected organizations must go through the fire drill of resetting all of the secrets and local credentials on the affected units. Instructions are available at SonicWall's support site. And the vendor has a webinar scheduled for Monday afternoon to provide details and a question and answer time. I'm going to make some popcorn. This could be quite entertaining. TP-Link has some routers under 0-day exploitation attack. This defect is in the Customer Premises Equipment WAN Management Protocol, CWMP, also known as TR-069. If you have TP-Link routers anywhere in your care, check for updates and apply any you find. If your device is EOL, replace it as soon as is humanly possible. Now, WatchGuard doesn't make news too often, but when it does, it's a doozy. This past week, they revealed a critical defect in Firebox firewalls. The vulnerability is in the IKE v2 VPN. However, WatchGuard has warned that even if you don't currently use this, if you've ever used it, you could be vulnerable. If you have any Firebox firewalls that you manage, update as soon as you can. This remote code execution defect is not currently known to be exploited, but ransomware operators love firewall flaws, so it's only a matter of time. Jaguar Land Rover is now entering their 3rd week of work stoppage due to a ransomware attack against them by scattered lapis hunters. This disruption is now having significant ripple effects on suppliers and vendors, forcing them to scale back or to halt operations. This underscores the truly evil, malevolent nature of the inhuman scum that perpetrates these terroristic acts upon hundreds, if not thousands of people who are just trying to earn a living, whose workplaces slow down or shut down as a result. And in most cases, if you aren't working, you aren't getting paid. I'm all for branding these groups as terrorists and treating them as such. TikTok sale appears to be back on track. Oracle, Silver Lake, and Andersen Horowitz are part of a consortium that would purchase an 80% stake in the viral Chinese spyware firm, including their proprietary algorithms which enable the service to achieve such rapid popularity worldwide. It's unclear at this time who would control the other 20%. I've been told by some that all I ever bring is bad news. In that vein, I present what I'm considering nominating as the theme song for Cyber Defenders worldwide. This musical masterpiece was a trope that was a recurring bit on this show, Hee Haw.
Gloom, despair, and agony on me. Deep, dark depression, excessive misery. If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Gloom, despair, and agony on me.
Gloom, despair, and agony on me. Deep, dark depression, excessive misery. If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Gloom, despair, and agony on me. If you've been watching or reading the RedDotSecurity.news for a while, you'll know that the above isn't true. Every week we do have wins, sometimes big ones. However, it is always important to remember, keep the shields up.